Welcome to the top 10 most expensive Gyarados Pokemon cards. If you want to see your favorite Pokemon featured in this weekly video, please comment down the Pokemon you want to see top 10 most expensive that could be featured in next Friday's episode. So comment down below what Pokemon you want to see next. And if you enjoy my content, please go ahead and like this video along with subscribing and maybe even turning on those notifications. Today, we're going over the top 10 most expensive Gyaradoses, so let's get into it. Let's see what Gyarados Pokemon cards make this top 10 list. First up, at the number 10 spot, we got ourselves Gyarados. Coming from XY Breakpoint, this beauty right here is a shell of a work of art in comparison to the next 9 that you will see, but it is still beautiful and good enough to make the 10th spot in the top 10. Its price is going for a current $46.40 with a quick slope down from $60. Looking at a year ago, this card had a giant spike up to the $60, but last year it was only worth $30. So if you were lucky enough to pull this card, like moi, I pulled this card forever ago and cherish it like you couldn't believe, then I would say hold on to this card because it is going to take a wild roller coaster around, but like all roller coasters do, they go up, 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 and up, and then hopefully they break and they stay there. At number 9, we have Gyarados coming from Deoxys. This beautiful, stunning work of art. I mean, look at that ferocious face coming on to attack anyone in his path. You made fun of me when I'm a Magikarp? Well, guess what? I hit the gym, Bulking season's over, and I'm ready to rip you apart now. This Gyarados beauty has a reverse holo price of $59 and a holo price of $60. If we look at a year ago, we can see that this card reverse holo price had a low point once of $38. But the holo price has been doing nothing but climbing, climbing, and climbing. So if you want this card, I would suggest buying it now, as this card just seems to just be going up from a year ago price of $33 holo to a current price of $60 holo. At number 8, we have Gyarados coming from Heart Gold, Soul Silver. This beautiful red Gyarados has a holo price tag of $79 and a reverse of $71. This card, just within 2 months, has gone from $45 to $79. That's actually a crazy $34 increase in less than 2 months. At a year ago, this card did take a big dip, but what's crazy is the reverse holo price of this card was only $40. Now it's sitting at $70. So this card is definitely on the up and up, and if it is a Gyarados collector that you are, I would suggest maybe purchasing this card because I don't see it going down anytime soon. At number 7, we have Dark Gyarados from Team Rocket. First edition holo price is going for $84, and the ultimate holo price is at a $30 price tag. This OG card has definitely earned its spot on the number 7 spot. And if you look over at this card from a year ago, we can see that the price tag has gone nothing but up for the first edition spot from $50 to $84. Team Rocket is still one of the greatest sets. Although this might not be worth the pack you pay for, this card is still an awesome card to have in any collector's edition. Next up, we got, we got number 6, Gyarados EX, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. This beautiful work of art illustrates a Gyarados, what looks like he's coming up from the catacombs of the abyss of the sea, ready to attack somebody who is above lurking where they should not be in his territory. This card is actually on a low point right now, with 3 months ago being $157 and now being only worth $144. Looking at a year ago, we can see that this card actually skyrocketed in revenue from an original price of $70 shooting all the way up now to $144. This card has now more than doubled in its price range, meaning this card is just going to keep going up. So if you need it, bite the bullet. Might be time to buy it. At number 5, we have an OG favorite, Misty's Gyarados from Gym Challenge. This beautiful work of art that unfortunately I was never able to obtain is going for a whopping first edition price tag of $180. This card has not fluctuated too much in the past 3 months, but looking at a year, we can see that it also hasn't fluctuated, just showing that this card is keeping its current value. Will it go up? Will it go down? Time will tell, as it always does. I was looking at Tidal Wave and thinking Tide. Number 4, we got ourselves Gyarados coming from the Legendary Collection set. Reverse holo of this card is actually worth 100 times more almost than the holo. With a $200 price tag on this beauty, this card has not shifted in price at all from the past 3 months. Looking at a year ago, this card has been worth $200 from last year till now. It's actually gone up from $199.90 to $200.44. So in the past year, it's made a 45-cent profit. Now, it's time for the top 3 most expensive Gyaradoses. At number 3, we got ourselves Gyarados from the OG Shadowless First Edition base set. This card is going for a whopping First Edition holo of $450. Absolutely insane. Looking at this card actually from 2 months ago, it was only worth $80. So if you purchased this card back in August for $80, congratulations. You just made yourself a whopping $370 profit in 2 months. In 2 months, this card has gone up $370. That is absolutely insane. I am very curious to see a year ago. No, it just had that one dip here for a month. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. This card has gone up from $328 to $449, but just seeing that massive drop it had to the massive increase, I am shocked by that. Now, at number 2, we got ourselves Gyarados coming from the infamous, famous, sought-after Delta species. This card is going for an insane 800 smackaroo dollaroos. That is insane, that price tag. Like, absolutely insane. It hasn't budged in 3 months. Let's look at a year ago. Oh, it's skyrocketed, baby. If you bought this card last year, you are in luck. It went from $230 skyrocketing to $800. You made yourself a $570 profit if you bought this card last year. Absolute insanity that this card has gone up $570. Just think about that. You bought this card last year for $200, probably thinking, oh, I just like the card, ain't gonna be worth much. A year later, it's worth $570 more. That is insane. This is why you got to keep on top of the card market, man. You don't know what's going to pop, and you want to make sure you get to it before it does pop. Now, the number 1 most expensive all-time Gyarados is coming from a fan favorite set. A set that many people do not, unfortunately, have anymore. This set is all the way back from the year 2000. And that set is coming from the Neo Destiny era. That's right. This set is the Neo Revelations Gyarados, the shining bad boy of the sea. This card is going for a whopping $806 on market. Past 3 months, it hasn't budged at all. Looking at the past year, the card has actually had a decrease in value from $900 to $800. So in the past year, it's actually lost a $100 value. So who knows? Might be time to buy it now if you got that chunk of change lying around. This card is definitely a beautiful work of art, and I could just see why it has the #1 spot on here. Thank you everyone for tuning in to today's top 10 most expensive featuring Gyarados. If you want to see your Pokemon featured on this, please go ahead now and comment down below what Pokemon you want to see in next week's top 10. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and smash that subscribe button, as long as maybe turning on those notifications. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a great day. This is Pokemon Drama, signing off. Keep poking on.